Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. Yeah, I kind of made a cleaver. How freaking big is that thing? Do you know, I forgot how unbelievably huge these were. So yeah, great amusement. But yeah, I'm having a go. It's actually got, if we go into it, it's got beheading 2 on it. So I'm kind of thinking that it could be quite useful for car. It's huge. It just takes up half the screen. Let's go and do it. Even though we've got the iron spikes there, that we might be able to actually use this. Oh, we've got nice little mobs there actually as well. Jolly good. But we might be able to use this to kind of get some heads, because we can still hit them. Oh, little googly-eyed zombie. Yeah, we could still hit them, potentially meaning that we could get some heads, which will be obviously fairly useful for some of the Ender.io stuff. But yeah, not to be as yet, sadly. But we do have a couple of loot bags. I opened a few more loot bags that we had in here as well, and that actually resulted in an Obsidian helmet and also some golden boots as well with depth stride and protection 4. Obsidian helmet, it's +3 armor. That's not too bad. Not gonna knock that. I'm not too worried about it at the moment. But let's get our little loot bags here open and see if we get anything exciting. So we've got some coal and some string. And what else are we going to get? We are going to get a couple of dark oak saplings, another banner. Yeah. Not the greatest loot. We'll just throw that all just in there for the time being. But I did get some mini charcoal, which means that I should be able to make mini torches or something like that out of it, I think. But, you know, let's be fair. We're not exactly short on wooden coal at the moment. But yeah, a couple of things I wanted to show you today. One of them is something that I kind of discovered slightly by accident, but it appears that it is a thing. Let's just get rid of these in here. Plenty of hay bales. Just stick the potatoes in there because they're our main food source at the moment. But yeah, I'm just going to knock together very quickly a wooden hammer, because this one is pretty dead. So let's just grab ourselves a couple of sticks. I think actually we'll do a stone one. Let's do a stone one. Right. Crafting table. There we go. I discovered by accident that you can use a hammer on logs and it turns them into, I think it's like a kind of sawdust. Let's just vein mine those for a second. But yeah, watch this. Vein mine on. It gives you this stuff. Let's grab the saplings and let's get that replanted very quickly. We didn't get very many saplings off of that one. That's a shame. Never mind. We'll just we'll do a barrel full in there, I guess. But yeah, you get this stuff. Wooden chippings. And these, I believe, actually can be composted like so, and you get quite a lot for really not very much. I mean, if you look at that, I got something like best part of 4 stacks of this stuff, which sort of obviously means quite easily we can get dirt much more quickly than we were when we were composting sort of our crops and composting all of the sort of chicken fertilizery stuff and everything like that. So I sat here and I think I did a stack of logs out of the darkwood logs there, and I did the tree that had grown, and I ended up with something like about 1.25 stacks of dirt for really not very much effort and really not very much time. So I actually thought that was kind of cool. So obviously, as you can see, we've managed to kind of get quite a bit of our Britannia field done just from doing that. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's a nice sort of cheap way of getting lots of dirt fairly quickly. How far are we with that one? Come on. But yeah, we'll let that carry on because I've got other things that I want to be doing. But yeah, how easy was that? So yeah, that hopefully will mean come the next episode, in theory, we should, she says, we should have our Britannia field up and running. Whether we're ready to go with the Britannia stuff or not at that point, that remains to be seen. But yeah. But I did want to look at a couple of things today. I wanted to look at actually additions. And I wanted to make the atomic reconstructor because it's something that we are going to need for a few bits later on, and it's actually dead cheap to make. So we literally just need a bit of iron, a bit of redstone, the iron casing, dead simple. That's black quartz, which we've got a stacks of anyway. We've got loads of the black quartz dust even when we were busy sieving. A few sticks and some iron ingots. So I've actually set up a couple of bits here. So that is our iron casing. So boom, and that is, there we go, that is our atomic reconstructor. So with this thing, it can a tiny bit to differentiate little molecular receiver. So this thing actually can change resources into other resources. Now what I don't know is whether it needs powering. So I was going to pop it, where should we pop it? Let's pop it here. Okay, so yeah, it does need power. Now what? Ooh, okay. Okay, so we need a redstone torch to toggle it. There's no lens. Do we need lenses on it or not? Let's just have a quick look at the... Can we get below here just to sort this out? So, active without signal. I don't think this is going to do anything to us. Now, I think we might need to actually set this into the ground. So let's collect that back. Hopefully this won't destroy it. No, it doesn't. That's good. So we might need to set this up somewhere where we can actually sort of set a channel up where it can actually hit the stuff that it needs to hit. So obviously setting it into the ground, that's not going to be ideal. Don't think it will do any damage there, but I need to be a little bit careful. And I don't know whether it will actually get power from the RF transmitter either. I suspect possibly not. So kind of need to think a little bit carefully as to where we're going to set this. But maybe there might work. And if we put, don't know how far this goes, but let's think about this. So I'm guessing we just throw stuff down in front of it, don't we? And that does the job. So let's go insert power, active without signal. Maybe what we'll do actually, let's make it active with signal, and maybe let us make ourselves a lever that we can use for this, that will turn it on and off as we actually need it. Sticks, where are you? You are there. Perfect. So boom, boom. So I'll put that on the top. So that's off. Perfect. Excellent. So we need a redstone torch. Again, easily enough to make. We can keep that just in there. So let's get ourselves a wee sticky. That's our redstone torch. So we should then be able to toggle the mode. So it's deactivation, pulse, deactivation. Is that what we need? Okay, we should have a look at that. But that does mean that we will be able to start sort of making a few things. If we actually look, I was trying to think what it was we were actually trying to make the other day. have a quick look at it and see what it can actually do. So it used to craft crystals, which are the main crafting agreements. Let's have a look at the atomic reconstructor in here. Okay. So when you've crafted a couple of items, you might want to find a way to automate this. Very simple way to do this. Place the atomic reconstructor down facing into a precision dropper. Ranged collector in the area. Okay, so that is just all about automating, isn't it? Let's just go back here. So used to craft crystals, which are the main crafting ingredient in most items in Actually Edition. So when a laser hits a block, it will convert all surrounding items and blocks, providing they can be converted. When shooting a laser, it uses 100 or 1000 RF, but additional rates vary depending on conversion. There are various lenses that can be attached to the Reconstructor that don't all follow the default behaviour, and some are able to do neat things. And right clicking the Reconstructor with a redstone torch in hand, it will change between a mode where it gets deactivated by redstone and a mode where it responds to pulses. It should be noted that any recipes without information about lenses don't use one. Yeah, that makes sense. So I think there were these, I can't think what they were called. Is it red crystals or something like that that we actually need? These things here. Redstone crystals and also the Inori crystals. So, Inori crystals are made with snowballs, is that right? But, yeah, these redstone crystals are the atomic reconstructor. So we actually just need to put some redstone in front of this thing, and it will take 40 RF and it will make the redstone crystal. So we've got 5. So let's have a look and let's see if we drop these there. Oh, I think we might have to find some way of... Let's see whether this works. So no lens. So I think that should, in theory, send a pulse out on that. It might be waiting to get enough RF to do that, maybe. Because it was... No, that was stupid, wasn't it? Right, so... active without signal. Why don't we just put it active without signal for the moment? Does it have to be a certain amount away? Why for you no work? Oh, that needs to be... no, it does need to be insert. So do we have... Let's set that to in and out. So it doesn't suggest, does it, that we actually need any form of lens with this? So we just need 40 RF. So in theory that should work. And that's also getting... Ah, hang on a second. No, it's on insert. And that is on. Why were you working but now you're not working? See, it's building up. It's got plenty of RF. This is what I don't get. Does it need to be right in front of it? So in theory that should work. Okay. Well, we maybe need to revisit that. We'll come back to that. Let's just check to make sure. No ickiness there, so we're not going to get any nasty spawning things. Okay, well that's a little disappointing. But yeah, that should in theory work, but it's decided it doesn't want to. So we'll have to do a little bit of research on that, I think. Let's very quickly just have a little sleep, just so we're not getting any sort of loss of our grid power for the moment. So, other things I wanted to do was, we need obsidian. Starting to get to a point where we are wanting to sort of do a little bit more with our chickens. I was going to make, very quickly, just see if we can try and get some flint chickens. That's very simply saw there, just eggs surrounded by flint. That gives us 8 flint chicken eggs. So let's see whether we can try and... whether we... oh, we do! Look at that! Straight off! Okay, well that's kind of cool. That's very cool. So that was 100% growth of flint chickens, which is great because they will actually lay flint, but we need to breed those. And I was trying to work out, what was it I was actually trying to make that I needed flint chickens for, and I am having a complete mental block on what it was I was trying to do. But yeah, so flint chickens, they will lay flint for us, which is cool. But we do need them in order to breed with some of the other chickens to start exploring the other types of chickens that we can get to get some of our other resources. I will attempt to try and remember throughout the course of the episode exactly what chickens I was actually trying to breed. But right now, do you know, I'm having just a very dim day today. Hi! Hi! No, 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 no. Rude. Rude, rude, rude. Did we get anything? We didn't. See, he didn't even drop anything for us. Yeah. I think I'm just like mega tired at the moment, so I'm really kind of struggling to remember what it is I was actually doing. But yeah, going back quickly to sort of where we were before we started messing around with our chickens, and I'm dead happy about that rate there. But yeah, we want to try to get to the nether, because some of the chickens that I actually need, you're only going to be able to actually find in the nether. So idea being, obviously, we go to the nether and we get ourselves some of those chickens. Now what I don't know as yet with this is nether-wise whether this nether is like it was in Sky Factory 2, which is where it ends up being a void world as well. So that in itself is going to be quite a an interesting little experiment. But in order to get the obsidian, we could breed the obsidian chickens. And that might have been actually what I was thinking of doing, was obsidian chickens. I wonder. Let's have a quick... So obsidian chickens. Where is our obsidian? So it's dark steel chicken, obsidian chicken. So that's a water chicken and a lava chicken. Yeah, no, maybe not. But yeah, you see, look, we need nether quartz chickens and we can't breed them. So we'll have to get one and we'll have to bring it back, and that will give us a lava chicken, etc, etc. But yeah, we need to go to the nether. So how can we make obsidian without sort of having anywhere that we can actually mine it? And the easy thing is with this is that we can use these. So stone barrels, I've made a couple. So that was simply just stone and a stone slab, a little half slab, and we'll set those up here. And what we can do is grab our buckets, which should be in here. We have got a bucket, we've got one there already. And we'll go boom. And we'll go grab ourselves some more lava from here. And boom. And then we just need some water. And that will make us our obsidian. So 1, 2. This should work in theory. I think we have to actually have flowing water. So I wonder, can we can we set it up to come off here? Yeah, that kind of works, but that also kind of washes away everything, doesn't it, as well? So yeah, maybe not. Maybe it's water. Do we need to put the... No, we do need to put the lava in first. So we're going to have to work out some way of getting the water onto here, because that itself isn't going to work. Have we got another bucket anywhere? We have got another bucket of lava over here, haven't we? There we go. So yeah, it looks like we've washed a torch off, haven't we? So let's stick... Wow, let's stick that back there. And we'll pop that here. So yeah, we need to get a way of dispensing water onto this. Now what I did previously was that I did actually set up sort of a little area that actually automatically switched the water on, that kind of went over everything. That kind of got messy. That kind of got messy pretty quick. So I'm kind of thinking we need to do something a bit smarter with this, but you know, we can do what we've got. We'll take that torch up for the minute. There's nothing else that can kind of go wrong there. Gather that back up again. Flood our base for about the umpteenth time. Boom, there we go. So we have got the ability to make lava, or make obsidian even, in daylight. Provided that we are just making it in daylight, so we're not washing all our torches away. So we'll grab some more. We've got quite a few that we need to do, but at least we're actually only needing the 1 bucket of water to do this. But it's something that we could quite easily look to automate. Boom. Why don't we just put, only need the one, let's just put one of those in there like so. Gather you. Probably need to smelt some more cobble down, I think. So it's not the perfect solution. Are we out? We're out. Okay. Grab ourselves a bit more cobble. Start getting that melting down nicely. So we've got 5, we've got 6 so far. So we're, oh look, oopsie, kind of washed that one away, didn't we? So yeah, so I can carry on doing that, and that means that we can get our nether portal. Are you on? Let's turn you off. Get our nether portal sorted out, sort of over. Oh, you see, now you worked. Right. That seems to be working now. Right, let's get that redstone. Let's get that redstone. Let's see if we can't get that to... There we go. Oop. Perfect. Look at that. So it did work. So maybe it just wasn't fully charged up. But there we go. We've managed to get some redstone crystals. Yay! Awesome. Completely by accident. But yeah, there we go. So I will need to sort of carry on. I might try and find, sort of between now and the next episode, a better way of making the lava. And I'm kind of wondering whether we set these into the ground. Might actually be a smarter idea, because I'm sort of thinking we kind of want to do this somewhere and actually surround it as well with maybe some cobblestone slabs. Yeah, almost at half an hour, aren't we? Yeah, some of me's kind of thinking, why don't we put it here? 1, 2. Let's go you and you. I think we'll need to do like so, won't we? Just because we kind of carry that slight risk of lava and fire. A little bit nervous about doing that. Now, I don't know whether we can actually set these into the ground. We'll find out very shortly if that is doable or not. Let's have a go. Yes, we can. Perfect. So, in theory, we'll probably need to maybe do this around to try and keep the water in. Do we think this is going to work, ladies and gentlemen? Let's have a go. Let's have a few more slabs, why not? Boom, 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 boom. Now, in theory, she says, in theory, that might give us enough. Right, how much have we actually got? So we've got enough for a bucket. Ideally, I would like a couple of buckets. So we can just use the one to do what we want to do. So why don't we stick this very quickly. We'll stick that back in there like so. I don't think... Yeah, we're not showing up any badness there. Take a bucket out of here, shall we? Let's just take it out there for the time being. That's fine. And we'll fill these two up. Like so. The theory being... Excellent. Well, there we go. Again, not the prettiest solution. However, it works. So, there we go. We can quite easily get ourselves the obsidian that we actually need in order to make our portal. Do you know what we just actually need? How frustrating is that? 2 more? Wonder if we've got... Have we got enough? We have got enough lava in here. Excellent. 1, 2... 1 bucket of water. That's beautifully contained within there. Boom, boom. So there we go. We've actually got the 10 that we actually need in order to make a small portal. So I'm sort of thinking probably won't do it this episode. We're actually pretty much out of time. We've gone over a little bit actually of what I would like to do. But we have a not particularly elegant obsidian solution, but it is a solution nonetheless. That will work beautifully for us. And we now have the ability to set up a portal. And I'm probably going to put that somewhere a little way away. Probably somewhere, I don't know, over there maybe. Just so we're just not going to be bugged by the portal noise. I think we can make... So I believe there is the ability to make... You going to drop a head for me? You're not, are you? No, that's just mean. Meanness, meanness. Yeah, I think you can make... In this, there was a muffler, but I don't know whether that exists in this particular version. Let's have a quick... Yeah, we got a sound muffler. Okay, that's cool. So, it does mean, yeah, we can make that very easily. Very, very easily. So, we can actually put something in that will actually silence that for us. But I think at this point we will call this an episode. So there we go. So made progress. That sword is just wrong, isn't it? Let's just put that away, shall we? But yeah, a little bit of progress. So hopefully in the next episode, the intention is that we shall get ourselves over to the Nether. We'll have a look and we'll see what horrors await us over there. I'm expecting to see some of the more interesting mobs. So there was the nitro creepers, I think. You've also got the heat scar spiders, possibly the hellhounds and things like that. So I would imagine that those kind of things may be over there, along with maybe even the imps as well. I shouldn't check to see actually whether we've got the imp skin. Do we have imps? Yeah, we do have imp leather, so that does mean that yeah, it's got Natura. So we'll find that we will have some of those mobs over there as well, so that could make life quite interesting. I'll probably go over armed with a ton of slabs, just because I don't know if this is going to end up being, I said, a void world Nether. I expect it will be. But yeah, we shall see what happens. But for now, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we shall see you in the next one. Take care.